But since you brought it up, what is your what is your position on this whole eHEX versus pHEX debate?
Sure. So just to clarify, I've sold all of my eHEX. I've been out of eHEX since 8 cents. And I have a bunch of pHEX. And I hold a lot of cash. I really would like pHEX to go down in price because I want to buy pHEX. But it's not. So that kind of sucks. But or lower than it is now, right? I want to buy lower, but yeah, no, I feel that pHEX and eHEX will kind of be correlated. I don't think eHEX is going to zero. I don't think any of us, reasonably think that eHEX is going to go to zero. I think that it's more of a personal question for the individual to kind of be like, okay, well, if I have money and I want to buy HEX on either chain, and they're both the same price, how much are you going to allocate to eHEX versus pHEX? Okay. So, if prices get low enough, I might allocate 25% to eHEX and 75% to pHEX or something like this, right? Because I think eHEX is going to underperform to pHEX. But if it's cheap enough, I'll start buying it, right? If there's opportunity there and it's extremely underpriced, yeah, of course, I'm going to buy eHEX, right? But if it trends kind of similarly to pHEX, I'm just going to buy pHEX. It doesn't make sense for me to buy eHEX if,
What if, let's say, a year down the road, we see a stark difference in staking behavior? For example, let's say, you're opening a stake, you're getting, for example, 10 T-shares on Hex on Pulse Chain, but the same stake you could get 15 T-shares on eHEX. Like, would that be something that might sway you to start preferring eHEX moving forward?
So that's an interesting point. However, I'll counter with saying there shouldn't be a divergence like that for a very long time. It should take years for it to, be that drastic. Yeah. However, you could probably see the APYs creep up a little bit more on one versus the other, depending on staking activity. And, let's say instead of the current, 10% APY that we're getting on both chains pretty much a year, let's say one of them goes to 13% or something like this. And it's only, worth 75% of the other one's price or something like that. Yeah, I'd go and maybe dabble in that a little bit, right? Because if they are correlated and the APY is a bit higher on one, yeah, I'll go dabble in that one and go stake it and, do my thing. But it would have to be enough for me to be like, oh, wow, there's a huge difference here. I'm going to actually go buy now. But if it's, a couple basis points, not something like very much noticeable, I'm just not going to I'm going to sit on my hands. I'm not really going to move my fingers. So.
Right. That does make sense. Yeah. For me, in all honesty, I think one of the big reasons why it might make sense, and I did sell a majority of my eHEX, was because of that LP on Pulse Chain to pHEX. That's been a really great pool. Oh, the liquidity
eHEX pHEX farm?
The pHEX to Pulse farm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm just saying that for me, that's been a very lucrative farm for myself.
Oh, okay, right on, yeah.
Yeah, so that was kind of just the thing that made me pull the trigger on that. Like, it was an open question, but that was just kind of the thing that kind of made me pull the trigger. And so I've been very happily dumping my ink for things I like fiat and in time. I've been accumulating fiat like a madman, dumping ink as fast as I can.
And we ain't playing it fair, we need billions. Going straight to the moon, don't need ceilings. Yeah, she fine as a whoop, don't need feelings. If she sweet, then some of these secrets reveal them. You could peep too, just come subscribe. It's Brandon.
That was great, really great.